Talking Points, a focus on the political scene in Lubbock and across the South Plains.
Welcome back. Here's a look at some of the political headlines of the past week. Look who dropped by the White House. The president hosted a forum called Kids First about getting back to school safely, and one of the panelists was Claudia Valladares, who's a kindergarten teacher at Ramirez Elementary. She talked about how well Lubbock's safety protocols work in the summer school program. And speaking of local folks and cool places, look who's in the Texas Attorney General's office now. That's Lubbock High alum and Yale graduate Ralph Molina, named a state assistant attorney general earlier this month. Governor Greg Abbott in Lubbock this week for the first time in several years, briefed by city leaders on our virus response. KAMC's Matthew Stell takes a look at the governor's concerns with schools starting tomorrow.
Governor Greg Abbott's message to Lubbock as Labor Day approaches: don't get COVID fatigue.
If Texans and people in Lubbock refuse to let their guard down, especially on holidays, they will be able to contain the spread of COVID-19.
Abbott's first trip to the hub city in over 4 years started off as discussing the area's response to the virus with local leaders, something he says he's been very impressed with.
I want to thank everybody in this entire region for their collaboration. The region of Lubbock is far more successful in dealing with COVID-19 because of that level of collaboration.
The governor's still somewhat concerned with bars, saying right now they're the most prolific spreaders of the virus.
When you go to bars, you don't go in there and go to an isolated location way far separated from others. Instead, people come together. When you're drinking, you're not wearing a mask, you're taking your mask off.
Protesting the governor's visit was Felinia Burge. Her bar has been partially shut down since March.
I understand this is a sickness disease and it's killed some people and some people are still recovering from the sickness. But I have a living, my employees have a living, and we need to get back to work. I know some people weren't going with the guidelines that was supposed to be happening, but some of us was, and now we're suffering, the people that were doing it.
And Abbott says he understands those frustrations, but a few things have to happen first.
We do need to see the positivity rate go back below 10% for a sustained period of time. And then we need to see that bar establishments have a strategy that can be enforced with discipline to maintain safe distancing practices so that they do not become a setting where COVID-19 can be spread.
All right, KAMC's Matthew Stell reporting now. Spent 5 good minutes with the Lubbock City Councilman Jeff Griffith. Always good to see you, my friend. You were with the governor, I know, for that briefing and around all that. Well, your thoughts on the state response and how they're working with local officials on all of this?
Actually, I was very pleased with our meeting with the governor and Chief Kidd, who came with him, the head of emergency management for the state. And we had meetings with the governor, him, both major hospitals, LISD superintendent, Chancellor Mitchell from Texas Tech, Congressman Arrington, our health department professionals. And so we had a lot of folks that are affected by this in management in the room, and I think that they did a great job, and they did applaud Lubbock on how our response has been, medically especially.
All right, let's talk about what I asked you to come here, and that's city budget stuff, where we are at now. A lot of folks right off the bat interested in that proposed tax decrease a little bit. Probably important to note, not a move to an effective tax rate, but a little lower for folks, right?
Right. For the average homeowner, Brian, where we're trying to be is, because you're going to have some appraisal creep, so not everybody's going to see that penny and a half-ish go down. If you have appraisal creep, which is about 3% usually, and this year we think, this is probably going to make it pretty close to even on your property taxes for the average homeowner.
But the growth's been great, and it looks like, you said hot off the press here, you got some stuff that our situation as far as sales tax revenue is not going to be as bad as we thought it was going to be.
Exactly. New numbers in our estimates, we think we may only be down $72,000 by the year end for the city in sales tax.
Wow.
So the economic numbers with sales tax this summer have moved the needle back upward.
Good.
Which is really good for the entire economy.
And I'm not just looking at things kind of from the outside in. I'm not seeing things for new fees for like water or anything like that this time around, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Water water does not go up.
All right. Well, see, this is good news for folks here. But there were some franchise fees things on there. Explain how that works. Or we still have road projects kind of in the hopper to bring out that those are going to still pay for?
Yes, and franchise fees are a component of it because franchise fees are collected for right-of-way usage, basically, utilities. But there's always going to be road projects.
Right.
We have one this year, one expensive one that is debt funded is 114th Street. And that's one we feel like we need to get out in front of between Quaker and Slide, because obviously there's a lot of new big retail going in at 114th and Quaker. So that project we do have ongoing. We are spending $10 million cash on street maintenance. We're adding $700,000 on, between $700,000 and $800,000, I should say, on paving dirt roads.
Oh, yeah.
So we're basically doubling that number from where we've been, and that's cash funded also.
And a lot of that, I think, is because, just trying to read some of this, is because a lot of the debt's coming off the board. You're paying some things off too, right?
Almost $108 million.
Oh, wow.
This coming year we'll be able to pay debt down. So we're headed the right direction. We actually, you know, I won't be on city council then, but if we're disciplined, the city of Lubbock is disciplined and we don't have any other blips, and there is always some blips, right? We can pay 80% of the city debt in the next 10 years.
Oh, wow. I did not see any new fire or police positions on there. Is there a chance that will change it all moving toward a final budget, or is everybody sort of good with the number we have right now?
We'd like to have more.
Yeah.
The public safety budget really doesn't increase much at all, but we do have some positions to fill. Thank goodness at the police academy we've got some in training right now, because you always have some that leave or retire.
Right.
So we'd like to have more, but there is no defunding of police. I have to take a moment and brag on our police department, because they have, in the past month, I've seen incredible examples of how great our police administration, our police force is working for our citizens. I've seen some incredible work, humbling work, better than I've seen in my 6 years on city council.
Outstanding. Hey, just real quick, as we got to go, can folks still come out and comment on some of the things that they'd like to see done, or budget-wise and everything?
Yes, absolutely.
We have time
there will be hearings. I didn't bring the dates, but there are budget hearings, and of course we won't really set the tax rate probably till September.
Right. All right, Jeff Griffin. Thanks, my friend. Thanks for making it easy for all of us to understand. We appreciate it.
Good to see you, sir.